In this video, we are going to discuss about feedback clearly. So, if you saw in closed loop control system, if you saw any path from output to input, then we can say we are having feedback. Then how we need to ensure whether the given feedback is positive or negative. So, here if you are subtracting your feedback from input, then we can say that is negative feedback. If you are adding your feedback element to the reference signal or input signal, then you can say you are having positive feedback like this. You can see you are having your reference signal R of S here, and here whatever feedback is there, that we are adding here. Here you can observe a positive or addition symbol. So, here we are adding the feedback. So, we are going to call this feedback as positive feedback. Similarly, coming to this feedback, we are subtracting that feedback element. That means, so here C of S into H we are going to subtract here. So, from R of S we are going to subtract C of S into H. So, this type of feedback is called as negative feedback. Generally, in this side, the feedback side, if you saw negative symbol, that is called as negative feedback. If you saw positive or plus symbol, then that is said to be a positive feedback. Then coming to the transfer function of these two systems, so we know that the transfer function is the ratio of output transform by input transform. Here we are having output transform as C of S and input transform as R of S in both positive and negative feedback systems. So, here I am writing like this. So, this side, this point, at this point you are having C of S. This C of S is multiplied with this feedback gain H, where H is the feedback gain and G is the open loop gain of the control system. So, the value here is C of S into H. The value here in this line is C of S into H. This signal is multiplied with this gain. Now, I am going to add this R of S with C of S into H. So, the resultant value from this line is equivalent to R of S plus C of S into H. Now, if you want to write this C of S equation after giving this feedback, then that equation will be C of S is equivalent to this R of S plus C of S into H. This is the signal out from here and the gain is into G. The gain is G. So, now this is equivalent to G into R of S plus G into C of S into H. We are having C of S here and here. I am sending from right to left. So, I am taking common of this C of S. I am going to get 1 minus GH is equivalent to G into R of S. As transfer function is equivalent to output transform by input transform C of S by R of S, then this is equivalent to G by 1 minus GH. This will be transfer function of positive feedback control system. Coming to negative feedback control system, here also the value of this line, is equivalent to C of S into H, but we are subtracting this value from the reference signal R of S. So, the resultant value here, the resultant signal here is equivalent to R of S minus C of S into H. So, the total line value will be is equivalent to C of S. So, after giving this feedback, after getting this value, what is the value of C of S now? Means C of S is equivalent to R of S minus C of S into H into G. We need to multiply that gain this time. So, this is equivalent to R of S into G minus C of S into GH. So, we are having C of S this side also. I am sending total C of S left side. So, I am taking common of this C of S. I am going to get 1 plus GH is equivalent to R of S into G. As we know that the transfer function is the ratio of output transform by input transform. Our output transform is C of S. I am sending this R of S to this side. So, I am going to get G by 1 plus GH, you just send this side. So, you are going to get the transfer function of negative feedback control system. This is the transfer function of negative feedback control system, as well as this is the transfer function of positive feedback control system. So, you need to use this equation whenever you saw feedback like this. You need to use this equation whenever you saw negative feedback. So, feedback is very important. Feedback is going to affect some factors. So, the effect of feedback also we are going to discuss in the next class.